Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to MovieTroll. I am Trex, and our other host is the MovieTroll himself.
Hi, I'm the MovieTroll. My name's George. If you don't know me, then good. I haven't been graced with your displeasance.
That's true.
Yes.
So today's movie we're going to be talking about is Big Hero 6, coming from Disney and Marvel, their first collaboration.
Yes, and it's also, I didn't realize it was done by Man of Action Studios or whatever. I don't know.
Man of Action, that's all I know them from.
But like they did Ben 10, Regenerator Rex, and the other stuff that I don't know anything about.
Neither do I.
I mean, those are both good, notable things.
That's right.
So they got a different studio to do the new cartoon. I'm not really not a fan of that.
I'm not either.
Anyway.
So let's talk a little bit about Big Hero 6. So, Big Hero 6 is about a robotics prodigy and a plus-size inflatable robot who develop a special bond on a quest to solve an unsettling mystery. When a devastating event befalls the city of San Fran, Tokyo, and catapults Hiro Yamada into midst of danger, he turns to Baymax and his brilliant fellow nerds, adrenaline junkie Go-Go, Neat Nick Wasabi, a chemistry whiz Honey Lemon, and fanboy Fred. Determined to uncover the mystery, Hiro transforms his friends into a band of high-tech heroes called the Big Hero 6.
What was that?
It was a synopsis.
Really?
That's what I call it.
This is what we're doing now. This is what's hip.
This is
what's in.
This is how professional reviewers do things. They have to give a little bit about the movie first, without giving away too many spoilers. I said too many.
Hold on a sec. You're expecting me to be professional.
I'm gonna try. I have a high expectation because I trust you.
Oh my God, they're gonna be disappointed.
They will.
As we mentioned, although he may not admit to this, I will fully admit to this. We're going to be discussing this movie or ranting about this movie or whatever this ends up becoming, and there's probably going to be spoilers in it, scattered throughout. If you don't like spoilers or if you just don't care, you should just turn this off now. And I won't miss you. Goodbye.
I will. No, come back! Come back!
There are other wonderful channels that you could, or other things that Nerds of the Apocalypse have going for them and stuff, and you can just ignore this wonderful trollness that is. Although, actually, I don't have much to troll about, because it was a pretty phenomenal flick.
It was.
It was pretty awesome. It made me feel, man. Like, I actually wanted to see it 2 times this weekend. And the second time, there was, like, these kids sitting behind me. And, like...
it being a kid's movie.
It being a kid... Yeah, you imagine. I was like, why are there kids in a kid's movie? What? Oh, man. But, like, when Hero's brother gets, like, blown to bits, like, oh, my God. I felt so bad for the little kid behind me. It's like, Mommy?
Yeah, I heard those.
I was like, holy crap.
I heard those with the kids around me, too, and it's like, ooh, this is awkward.
And then, like, towards the end of the movie, like, a really similar thing with, oh, man, by the way, the loss isn't over. We're going to get rid of the balloon guy. Bye, Baymax, to sacrifice yourself for... It didn't end up that way, but hey, spoilers, fuck it. It's like, I felt so bad for these kids. It was a great movie, wonderful story, wonderful plot, really well put together. But it's like, hey, by the way, did you like that character? Yeah, he's really enjoyable. I want you to feel this loss.
Yeah,
I want you to feel the loss!
We felt it.
He's gone. He's not coming back.
So, in the story, Hiro is kind of just, I mean, he's a prodigy. I mean, he's, what, 13 years old?
14.
He's 14.
Graduated high school at 13.
At 13.
And he's like a 14-year-old bot fighter. He's basically just whooping, making tons of cash, beating up on unsuspecting people, and because he's 14, nobody's like, it's that little kid. I could whoop him like a red... Oh my God, it destroyed my robot.
And so he has the guidance of his brother and his brother's name was Tadashi. Tadashi to help guide him into the future that he really wants his brother to be. It's a pretty strong voice cast as well. I got it right here. We got Scott Idis from 30 Rock and St. Vincent, which St. Vincent's actually a new movie coming out with Bill Murray. He did the voice of Baymax, and then Ryan Potter from 2 movies I've never heard before played Hiro, who was the title character. The one thing I definitely wanted to mention was Genesis Rodriguez. She was in Tusk. She was the girlfriend in Tusk and also was in Identity Thief. and this is like the third movie I've seen her in. She's doing a fantastic job.
She did. All of the characters were really cool. I didn't. There was one that I didn't like, but that's a completely different thing in general. But like all of the little geek characters, which I guess Fred doesn't really count as a geek character.
I count him as a geek.
Geek,
he's a fanboy. He's fanboy.
Super fanboy. But like he was far from smart. But he was just kind of like, hey.
He doesn't go to school here. He just hangs out.
Yeah, he's the mascot. And when I'm not being the mascot, I'm the mascot. Huh? How does that work?
Exactly. So, and especially the trailer really doesn't do the movie justice because we keep hearing the Big Hero 6 and we're trying to figure out, all right, well, we got the kid and Baymax. No one else.
Yeah.
But then we see after the event of the loss of Tadashi, his friends, Hiro enlists his friends from high school, from the college to be superheroes.
Yep, and they all kind of incorporate the stuff that they were working on in the college. Mm-hmm. Like the super awesome, super sexy Go-Go, which she was my favorite, like hey, these are the main characters. She was like kind of this punk rock, super sexy chick with like the purple hair and the leather jacket.
Punk rock, yeah, we got that.
God. I want her adopted babies. But no, she was just so awesome, and she had like these magnetic like wheels on this bike that she was doing. So when they made her superhero suit, she had like these little disc wheels that could go onto her arms and legs.
She basically looked like the Flash, but actually with mechanisms.
They were like, yeah, they were like she had like rollerblades or something.
Yeah.
It was freaking awesome, and pretty much every scene she was in, she was just super. And I liked her. What was it? They all had like a catchphrase that like you only heard twice.
Oh yeah, they all had special attack names. It was crazy. I was losing it.
Hers was Woman Up, and I was like, that's pretty cool. It's cool to see a strong female character being a strong female character and being awesome. I loved her.
I think my favorite character was probably Wasabi.
Yeah,
the token black guy, but it was the one. It was the one scene where they meet up for the first time as a group, not even in costume, just out investigating like the Scooby-Doo gang do, and the villain throws a container, and all of a sudden we just see the container almost hit Wasabi. He just starts screaming out of nowhere.
No. They're doing the chase scene immediately afterwards, and he puts on his turn signal. Why are you putting on? It's the law.
It is.
I was like,
why are we at a stoplight?
Why are we stopping? It's red. There are no stops in a car chase. Oh my god! Another reason why I loved Go-Go. And then, like we mentioned, Fred, who was like the mascot guy, who was super big into comic books and especially into like monster things. Like he wanted to be a monster, and so they made him a suit where he had like springy legs and he could jump up and he breathed fire. And there's like really not much to it, but fuck, he turned into a monster. Pretty cool. And then
we had Honey Lemon.
Oh man, she was. I don't know. I liked her, but she was. I don't know. I felt like I didn't want to like her because she's like this really preppy, happy-go-lucky character that.
She's Kimberly from the Power Rangers.
No, don't say that.
I'm saying that.
Don't say that.
But smart.
There should be Honey Lemon porn now. It should be like she'd be dressed up as Honey Lemon, just taking it down. Like, bend over.
So with this movie, it really had a strong family tie-in for the fact that Hiro lost his brother. They're living with their aunt Cass,
who was awesome.
Who was awesome, voiced by Maya Rudolph, which is why I felt like I really like her for some reason. I don't know why.
She was so amazing. Like, we love you, Aunt Cass. I love you too. It's like she's really angry, but she's saying such loving things. It's like, do I know anything about children? No. Should I have gotten a book about it? Probably. It's like, oh my god.
So with the Baymax character is actually a project from Tadashi to be a kind of like a heel bot, be a robotic nurse, and the interactions with Baymax, walking around like he always just walking around furniture, just those little legs.
It was adorable.
It was. It really was, and because of how Hiro was emotionally, Baymax stayed with him, and Hiro kind of course, being the project that he is, made a little chip to learn him some fight techniques, and of course made all the armors, in which, by the way, he used a 3D printer, and I really want a 3D printer now. I really want a 3D printer now.
It's a dangerous thing. Oh my god. I can see it right now. You're going to have like 3D My Little Pony coasters or something, and it's going to be terrifying.
Those coasters are sold by my friends, and I would probably. They're already technically 3D.
Yeah, well, whatever. Anyway, I got nothing. Something about Baymax that I thought was really cool on like a visual level, because I'm so happy with where three-dimensional animation's coming, was after the first time, like when they did the whole cop scene that everybody's seen from the previews or whatever, and he's putting the tape on and stuff, and that was really cool. And when you look, he's got tape for like the rest of the movie. If you look really close, there's like little pieces of masking tape. Yeah, masking tape.
Scotch.
It
was Scotch tape.
Scotch guard, sure. But yeah, it's Scotch tape, like pieced throughout. It's hard to see on like the previews and stuff. But on the big screen, is like, holy crap! And some of them like came loose. It's like, wow, that's really cool. The movie was super aesthetically pleasing, and despite the fact that I think it's the stupidest name ever, San Francisco or
San Fran's crap.
Yeah, exactly.
San Francisco,
which is like the stupidest hybrid of name of two cities together.
Lost Tokyo?
Huh?
Lost Tokyo?
Lost Tokyo, yes.
San Diego.
Okay, it could have been a little worse. But, I mean, when you think about it, like San Francisco is a really well known, like very hilly, lots of big buildings and stuff. It's a very good aesthetic city. And Tokyo is Tokyo. I don't think I need to add to that.
And what happens when you combine the two?
It makes a bastard child look pretty. I swear to God. It's like the Golden Gate Bridge with like, I don't know, they were like temple.
Yeah.
Things. It's like, that's really weird.
Yeah, the Golden Gate Bridge with the Chinese architecture or Japanese architecture. It was really, really cool.
It was so aesthetically pleasing, and it was kind of weird. The Bay of San Francisco, and then you see like kanji all over like random buildings and stuff.
Then you see Lucky Cat just.
Oh yeah! Oh my God! All the Lucky Cats. And then there was like a Lucky Cat with like a knife that they fly up. Oh my God! It's weird. They had like these little balloons that had like wind.
I don't know what they were for.
No, I feel like they were like wind turbines, which would have been that's a great idea. Like wind turbines that are kept up by, that's kind of neat.
Yeah, I just didn't know what they were for because I didn't see tubing. I just saw rope.
But there's only one thing that I didn't like about this movie. Is the very end. This is a personal thing, and people are going to be like, oh my God, I hate you, and everything you stand for, MovieTroll, you're a piece of crap. I'm not a fan of Stan Lee.
You're not a fan of Stan Lee because your background with comics, you understand where the history of Stan Lee a little better.
Stan Lee is credited for a lot of amazing things.
Let's not go this far. Let's go this far.
And many...
Come back to the movie. Come back to the movie. It's okay.
I think I need to explain why I don't like him.
He took credit for some stuff that he didn't do.
He has taken credit for stuff that he's taken more credit than he deserves for a lot of things. He is responsible for most of the things that he's credited for, but not to the extent that he's taken. Like I'm a very big John Romita, Jack Kirby, Dicto kind of. I'm a big fan of their work because they made Marvel. Like, hands down, they were what made Marvel. And when all of them left, like, Stan Lee, outside of managing the comics, didn't do much. And actually, he kind of ran it into the ground. Like, Marvel was about to be in trouble.
Reel it back in.
Anyway.
It's basically, of course, being a Marvel movie, Stan Lee has to make an appearance. And, spoiler alert, what was his appearance?
He was apparently an underwear superhero, which... his theme is the same thing that the character Fred, who's actually his son, did earlier in the movie, where he's like, "Oh, I don't have to. I reuse my underwear where I wear it front and then back."
Yeah, 4 times a week. Yeah,
it's like it actually made Wasabi almost puke. It's like I don't want to hear about that. That's genius and kind of disgusting at the same time. It's like it's called recycling. No, it's called unhygienic. It's really nasty.
So, overall, how did you feel about the movie walking out?
I was really happy with it. It was just, through and through, it was a great film. Everything about it it made me appreciate everything that it did, except for the thing with Stan Lee. which happens at the bare end. If you don't like, if you're in my boat, just walk out.
That's technically the end credit scene for Big Hero 6 is the fact of a little interaction with Stan Lee's character in the movie. So if you want to see it, cool. If not, it's okay. But I stayed for it and I still enjoyed it.
You're not missing anything if you don't see it. And
it's a tease for Avengers. It's a tease for Avengers. He's wearing underwear in Avengers.
I hope he's wearing underwear at all times.
He's old.
It's like underwear depends. Whatever. It's.
I went to go see it, and it was a really enjoyable movie. It does bring out the feels for you a little bit multiple times in the movie.
Oh yeah.
And the character development overall was really, really good. So, and just on how the movie was visually, just with the animation, and of course we've seen this in multiple Pixar movies. I really think that this really went a step beyond.
It was exceptional in pretty much every way. And there were some running jokes in the movie that it was so great. Like, multiple times they do this. Oh my god.
Yeah, Hero and Baymax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I loved Baymax. Baymax was such a cute, lovable character. And pretty much almost every interaction that he has is just spot on. And I loved that character. Like, Hero did some things throughout the movie that was questionable, but considering his his emotional state and the things that he's been through, it's you know why it's happening. So it's understandable. It's just questionable.
Yeah.
But
so if you guys haven't seen this movie yet, it is still out in theaters in 3D and regular digital. Either way, you'll have a great time. And if this is what we can see with the partnership of Disney Animation and Marvel, I really want to see what they can bring to the table next.
Oh man, like, this is a great introduction to it, and everything that Marvel's done so far, like, Disney has basically just, here, go ahead. They've been helping funding, and yeah, it's just awesome.
Yeah.
But really not much else to be said about it.
Nope. Be sure to go check it out in theaters. It is in theaters now. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you guys for the next review.